left channel, right channel, center.
ENVTuber 一問一答自己紹介
Yeah, and the tape's
それじゃあ
rolling.
行くよせーのお名前は
Katt Phloxworthy.
呼び方は
Just Cat is fine.
あなたは何系 VTuber?
Nerdy cat girl who features spaceflight.
誕生日は
May 4th.
年齢は
Older than Pneumatic.
性別は
Transgender
身
female.
長は
4'11".
出身は
Sacramento County.
チャームポイントは
Dialogue hair clip.
突然ですがモノマネどうぞ
Yeah, what's up, Dad?
活動場所は
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube.
はじめの挨拶
Thank you for joining me.
終わりの挨拶
Bye.
推しマークは
Not at present.
配信タグは
Cat-like feed.
ファンアートは
Cat pics.
ファンネームは
Cat's apprentices.
好きな色は
Iris Indigo.
好きなことは
Vintage computers and
得
video.
意なことは
Technology.
ここで一言愛の告白好
I love you.
きな食べ物は
Ethnic foods.
好きな飲み物は
Craft soda.
好きな漫画は
Pizza 10.
好きなアニメは
Planet.
好きなゲームは
Left 4 Dead 2.
好きな音楽は
Classic rock.
苦手なことは
Human stupidity.
尊敬するのは
Space fairy people.
叶えたい夢は
ISS crew
最後にみん
interview.
なに一言どう
Thanks
ぞ
so much for your support and a final status check.
Go Atlas.
Go Centaur.
Go Katt Phlox.
You have permission to launch.
3, 2, 1. RD-180 ignition. Booster ignition and liftoff of Atlas V and Centaur. Hopefully this time I'm going to actually have chat on stream. Don't have my alerts just yet, but in any event, thank you so much for joining me. Hi, Katt Phloxworthy here. It looks like it's actually working. So you saw the stuff that's on my that usually shows up at the head of my Twitch streams. Not so much on my YouTube or VStream streams, but basically I've got this set up where I can actually be in accordance with the various provisos that Twitch puts on partners and affiliates, and presumably on Partners Plus, to make sure that they actually are in accordance with their provisos as far as simulcasting goes. So what I did is I have two screens. One is Twitch only, and the other window is everything else. So let's go ahead and test the other streams just to make sure that they're working. I'm about to enter text into my YouTube chat. And comes up, there we go. And I also note that since Twitch is up there and we know it's from Twitch, we will not use we won't use the icon to say it's from Twitch, because we already know it's from Twitch. Now we're going to go over to VStream. And here we go. Looks like it's working properly thus far. The main concern that I have right now is that it will likely basically it uses a session ID when going to I'm using a sort of I guess a quasi app that goes into Google Chrome or any web browser that handles the web extension type setup, which can include Firefox, but I think you have to do a few extra special things with it. I haven't tried it with Vivaldi, but it doesn't matter, because the machine that's actually doing all that isn't the machine I'm actually seated at, although I do have an open remote desktop session to it, so I can see what's happening. But the main thing I have in the foreground right now is, of course, OBS Studio, just to make sure everything is working as it should. So thus far, everything seems to be working as it should, but basically what happens is that all Twitch chat goes into its own screen, and to keep it from intermingling with other chat, I send everything else to its own window, the one below it that says tail-f var chat simulchat. So, and if I put any other ones like Trovo, Kick, whatever, it'll go in there. And of course Twitch will have its own, because apparently you cannot merge the chats together. So I'm therefore keeping Twitch separate from everything, even though I'm using the exact same software to display it in both windows. And in fact, I'm actually going to be re-engineering all the single stream only chats such that it looks just like this. And besides, it's much cleaner. That looks much cleaner this way, I think. So, and also there is a standalone app version of this particular program, Social Stream, but unfortunately, in order to make it work right, I actually would have to have the entire vStream window open and logged into using Discord. It does not use a standard username and password. It uses the OAuth 2 server that's on Discord server, and you have to log in with Discord to make it work. I just don't know how well it's going to work as far as being able to do it from within that app, because it would be nicer to do it there. That way I don't have to tie up a web browser. But like I said earlier, I don't absolutely have to, because that machine I normally don't use. I normally use headless anyway, in a manner of speaking, even though I have a 4-port HDMI switch, and then I move a Logitech cordless dongle around so I can use one particular keyboard as well as one particular slot out of the 3 on my triathlon mouse to talk to the machine. So, and of course the other 2, one goes to another machine on my desk, which I primarily use remote desktop to get into, and of course the other slot is the main desktop, which right now actually does not have OBS Studio running on it at all. I'm just speaking in front of it, and on top of that I'm using it as the console to watch the stream itself and to make sure everything is going around. And anyway, the other thing I'm going to have to figure out, at least in the medium term, is when I go to a program here, I don't have anything here, but here's what happens. I'm going to be partly blocking the display, so what I'll have to do is I'll have to pinch myself down a little bit and maybe pull myself out just a tiny bit. There we go. And I could go up a little more. And then you could see the simulchat of everything else and still see me. So in any event, this looks like it's working as it should. Again, this was meant to be an engineering test stream. I'm not going to be doing anything particularly special with this, but I just wanted to make sure that it was all working. And of course, one of the other things I also had to do was update a few plugins that needed updating. Most notably, this case I updated the Move plugin that's by Exceldro, which is what made me move out the display that I would normally have a game in. But the actual movement of me is actually done within ENVTuber Studio. There is a plugin for Sammy that talks directly to ENVTuber Studio. I don't have it completely set up yet. I actually have it connected. I may actually need to renew the connection, but I could do it that way, but I have to figure out what to do on that. So that is something on my to-do list. Not to mention, one of the things I also need to do is get all my overlays done, all my alert boxes done. What I'll probably have to do is offset them one from the other, so you can see Twitch and YouTube alerts on there. So as those come in, they'll still display. It's just that they'll have to display while the stream is going. Plus, on top of that, I'm going to be revamping the chat streams. The chat boxes on the other single streams. So I'm going to get those set up before too long, and it's going to look just like the way you see it now. The only difference is it'll be a much longer dialogue, and then of course I will be I'll have to make changes to the actual chat dialogue itself. So it should be easy to do. I've got all the stuff set up. All I have to do is create a new overlay and lay the chat on top of it. I'm still going to use Stream Elements for all the alerts, but the chat, I might as well do it locally, because since there are no overlay providers like Stream Elements, Streamlabs, Owned, and Rainmaker, for example, for four very big examples. Since they don't have anything for vStream yet, I'm just going to have to make do without alert boxes and use and if I wanted chat to look consistent, I'm just going to have to use what I have right now. Stream Elements will handle everything else in terms of YouTube and between YouTube and Twitch. And if I ever get it set up, Trovo, I do have an account over there, same account as everywhere else, Katt Phloxworthy. I just don't have it fully set up yet, and I accidentally streamed to it at one point because I had the wrong configuration set up. And right now, I don't have enough bandwidth to justify a fourth stream right now without compromising quality or stepping down in resolution. In addition to stepping down the bitrate. So that's something for the future. If I happen to get something else before too long to supplement what I already have, I might do it then, but we'll have to see. But in the meantime, I just wanted to make sure that it's all working, and thus far it seems to be. In the meantime, hope everybody has a great evening, and I hope to see you soon. I'm going to be hopefully getting some more gaming streams, as well as there are some, and it looks like some of the launches that were supposed to come up, notably the X-37B atop Falcon Heavy, ended up being pushed back a couple weeks. Apparently there's really bad weather at the Cape, not to mention off Vandenberg SFB's path for a Starlink launch. So we're keeping an eye on that. Plus, on top of that, I'm also keeping an eye out for launch dates for the inaugural flight of Vulcan Centaur. And they originally scheduled it for Christmas Eve. We're keeping an eye open on that, and as soon as I get more information, I will let you know, both either here on stream or via my normal socials. And of course, as always, you can do a bang socials on Twitch and YouTube. I need to get those set up, especially the one on YouTube. Get those synchronized with what's on Twitch, so then all my Stream Elements stuff match up as best as it can. So in any event, in the meantime, just wanted to make sure everything worked, and I hope everybody is having a great and safe, happy holiday season. And next week, I will actually have the week of Christmas week. We will be at work. I'm not going to have any work for a couple days. So in the meantime, I'll have, I believe, the day of and after Christmas off. So in the meantime, we'll probably do some streaming then. I might do some streaming tomorrow of something normal. More on that before too long, hopefully. And in the meantime, I'm going to continue my engineering on this side to make sure everything looks nice, and I can actually get all my alerts back, playing on multiple streams at once. But in the meantime, I hope everybody has a great evening, and I will talk to you next time. And until then, Slavu Ukraini, and I hope everybody has a happy, safe, and fun holiday season. Talk to you soon. Bye.